Hi, this is Patrick Battuello from Horseracing Wrongs. You know, we have been filing FOIA requests with state racing commissions around the country since 2014. And through this work, we have recently reached a grim milestone. On our website, we have now documented with names, dates, locations, and details over 10,000 kills at U.S. tracks. That's over 10,000. Personally, this is the very hardest part of my job. As this information starts coming in January and again in July, as I sift through page after page of horrifying detail, I'm filled with two overriding emotions: profound sadness and seething anger. How in the 21st century we can continue to allow the abuse and killing of these beautiful, intelligent, sensitive creatures for lousy $2 bets is beyond me. Today I'd like to share with you some of those details. Because the Kentucky Derby is next week, I've decided to focus on just that state. While listening, please bear in mind that this is just a sampling of the 87 confirmed kills at Kentucky tracks last year and the almost 1,000 across the country. Again, all of this information comes directly from the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission. 4-year-old Off We Go killed at Turfway on January 4th. Quote, horse was galloping out after half-mile breeze, pulled itself up, went down, and died. Severe bleeding from both nostrils. Again, she bled out through her nose. 3-year-old Code of Kings killed at Churchill April 29th. Quote, horse flipped violently 3 times and became severely ataxic. Catastrophic vertebral fracture at the junction of C4, C5. 3-year-old Rio Moon killed at Churchill May 14th. Horse suffered catastrophic injury near finish line, open through the skin, severely comminuted fracture with large fragments embedded within the ligament. 3-year-old Ashley's Wicked One killed at Churchill June 19th. Right tibia, complete fracture at the physis, bone dark red and crumbling. The right hock tarsal bones collapsed. 5-year-old Thundering Creed killed at Churchill July 1st. Quote, horse became weak, collapsed, and died. Markedly comminuted vertebral fractures with severing of the spinal cord. The necropsy also added this, quote, multiple sections of brainstem were examined, but there was too much physical damage to the spinal cord for it to be evaluated histologically. 2-year-old Couric killed at Turfway September 4th. Horse had galloped approximately 1 mile when she abruptly stopped and fell. Horse then briefly and weakly rose before collapsing again and dying. Again, just 2 years old. 4-year-old Good Turn killed September 5th at the Triple Diamonds Training Center. Horse impaled itself on a corner of the railing. By the time the vet arrived, the horse had completely eviscerated its intestines and was subsequently euthanized due to poor prognosis. Imagine that, they say poor prognosis after she had completely eviscerated her intestines. 2-year-old Cosmic Order killed at Keeneland September 16th. Pelvic injury training. 2 days later, fractured both tibias in stall. Again, she broke both of her legs after suffering a pelvic injury. 2-year-old Pink Tea killed at Churchill September 25th. Horse flipped on the track. Complete skull fracture with marked hemorrhage extending into the cranial vault. 2-year-old Night Theory killed at Keeneland November 13th. Open, massively comminuted fracture of the first phalanx, extensive tearing of the ligaments. The degree of comminution was so severe as to preclude detailed examination. In other words, there were too many shattered pieces of bone. Also, it says, history of previous fracture repair in the other front limb in February. Again, just 2 years old. Quality Minister killed November 13th at the High Point Training Center. Quote, horse ran through a safety rail and flipped over. Severe trauma to left forelimb, skin extensively lacerated, massive muscle tearing and transection, multiple blood vessels exposed, tissues of the axilla, including all vessels and nerves, severely torn. And then there was this, quote, an approximately 7 centimeter by 3 centimeter fragment of white PVC is embedded deep within the wound. Quality Minister was just 20 months old, a baby. And finally, Tazawako killed November 19th at Turfway. While attempting to load in the gate, horse fell to the side while hitting her head against inner rail. The horse became lodged under the rail and began paddling, then started to convulse. Complete, displaced skull fracture, blood out of both nostrils, euthanized on the track. The necropsy added, severe, extensive, chronic stomach ulceration. Just 2 years old. We estimate that some 2,000 horses die at U.S. tracks every year. 2,000. That's about 6 dead horses every single day, dying like this and in other ways. Please help us end this evil. Go to horseracingwrongs.org for more information. Thank you.